Thank you for joining us today as we get back to work on our mobile home. So today we have a big project planned. We're going to get it started, and that is the front door. This is an exciting one because it's the main entry to the house, and this thing is super rotted and all messed up. We just can't wait to get it all brand new and pretty again. So let's get into it. So here is the front door. And if you come look inside the door, you can see the whole jamb is completely rotted out. And I mean, extremely rotted out. You can see previous repairs have been made. They scabbed some wood together and just rebuilt the leg. So obviously this rotted out before, and you can see their floor patch all right here. And let's not forget how rotted it is down here. On both sides, the rim joist is just rotted through. So a lot of repair to do. We got to get rid of all of this. Let's start with the door. Well, that's one big step done. Now we can focus on what we need to do to get this all framed up again. The first thing I want to do is actually relocate the door a little bit. We're going to be bumping it down to this stud right here. As far as the layout in this house goes, this is going to stay the living room as it was originally, but I don't like how small this wall is from the door to the corner there. Even if I could gain this extra foot or so, that's an extra foot in the living room, without feeling so small and crowded. The front door just shouldn't be so much in your living space if you can avoid it. That's what I think, at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all this old rotted jamb out of the way. We're gonna pull up the floor, start getting this thing replaced. Not what I was trying to do, but that'll work. So we've been looking this over and getting our plan together. We decided we're going to cut it back to here, take out basically a 4 by 6 foot area, and it should get rid of all the rot and give us a nice stable floor in front of this doorway. So now I just got to get this out of the way and we'll be able to start ripping that floor up. Let me cut this thing out.
Ew.
Let me just try to cut the tongue and groove so that it comes up easier. Look at that. There's not a whole lot left of this joist. That's what was under the door. This side isn't as bad, but you can see it's not good either. And we got our floor up without problems. Everything's looking pretty awesome in here, actually. Now, since this is the main front door, it's a high traffic area and potentially a high weight area because you could be carrying appliances in and you just never know what's going to be happening up here. So we want to make sure the floor is extra sturdy, extra strong, going to last a long time. And that's why we're pulling it back the full 4 feet. We want to span our subfloor over 2 bays to give it more strength. If it was like over there in front of a window where you're not really going to do anything, in an area that's not going to get much traffic or weight put on it, I don't mind just patching it with a small patch as needed. In certain areas like this, I want to go a little more and I want to do a bigger patch to just give more strength to the structure. Now we got to work on getting that joist out. That rim joist is shot, as you saw, so let's pull that out. Look at that, clean, fresh wood, no rot. I'm getting these sister boards in to hold these together. I might shave that down a hair. And by a hair, I mean an 1/8 inch thick. That's how thick my hair is. We've decided we're gonna sister this one up too. Even though it's solid, there's some pretty rough spots on it. And somebody sliced into it pretty deep in the middle. I don't want any chance that my screws aren't gonna have a good grip to hold my subfloor, so I'm just gonna sister it up. Let me just see. What is doing here?
I feel like the temperature just dropped.
Whatever. Now we have something solid to nail to. We can pull this back out to do the blocking. I just want to see how it gaps. See that huge gap?
Yeah.
I wish I didn't cut the floor back so far. I thought I would have tiny gaps.
Well, you could space the other one out too.
Mm-hmm.
Over there. Make the gaps all even.
Yeah, that's what I have to do. I can pull this up.
Yeah. And we can do the block.
Now I'm glad the floor is finally patched. We have a nice solid foundation now to work off of to build our door frame. I mismeasured somehow and the gaps on our floor are a little wider than they should be, but they're still going to be within the tolerable range. It'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead, start measuring for my door studs, and we'll get those prepped, cut, notched, ready to go in. So now before we start reframing our wall, what I want to do is get some flashing tape down on the floor, and I'm going to extend it underneath the wall plates and wrap it around the edge. And I'm just hoping that if the door ever leaks, this will at least slow down any rotting. It'll prevent the water from getting into the wood right away. It's turning into a mess. Come on. We don't want to stick into itself. Yeah. Yeah, it would be all melty and sticky. Alright, I think we're ready to put in the first side of our door, if we can. Now we got that first wall section in, that's perfect. Using that, I measured over for my door opening, and I built my second wall piece for this side. Is that messing it up?
You have to raise it.
Is this like raise the roof type of thing?
Yeah, literally. You have to just...
What? Come on. All right. So I just had to rip down this 2x6 because I want to build a header for above the door. We have very low ceilings, so we got to make a custom sized header plus our cross piece. That'll be like that. So let me get these in place. So let me give you the update right now where we're at. We got all the door framed up, but after backing up and looking at the progress, I wasn't happy with a spot over here. Without realizing it, I was leaving like a 32-inch section of the original bottom plate between two new sections because I had only put like a 16-inch piece, you know, down here to hold our new door frame to. And I realized, why not just replace it all the way over? And now it looks so much better. I don't think structurally it's gonna make a big difference, but it looks better, it feels better. And now we don't have this kind of hobbled together bottom plate. So we got that done. I'm gonna go ahead and get this stud cut. That should be easy. And then we're gonna get working on the metal siding. But so far the project is going well. And you can see how much that door is moving. I'm cutting this metal back further because this edge has a lot of silicone and garbage on it, but more importantly, we want to cut out that old light box opening. We're going to be moving the light, so we're just going to clean this whole edge up. And then, after we get a straight edge, we'll add another piece in over to the doorway. We got the furring strips in. Everything's looking so good. Now we just gotta cut a new piece of metal to put here. So we're gonna run in the house and do that. And then we'll focus on this other side. Folding at the right spot?
How easy that is.
Yeah, I will.
I'll take this in. We're gonna cut this.
Okay.
straight and reuse it.
That one we're gonna make a brand new one.
Honestly, I'm gonna see what we have because I might replace this one too. Look at it, it's all ripped, it's all bent and wrinkly. Just gotta get these staples out. Okay. Okay. This is coming out good. We just cut this piece of metal from the scrap that we originally took off of here. So that one's done. I'm going to cut a new piece here. And then we're just about ready for the door. All right, we're ready for another update. As you can see, we got a piece of new metal up there. That took a long time to get the roof fixed because we have to unscrew the roof and the gutter, cut staples, get the old metal out, and get the new metal all back under there and secured and cemented and patched so that water doesn't leak in. This is awesome. It looks really good. And I also added yet another layer of flashing tape to our sill, wrapped it up the sides. I'm really trying to make this thick and robust. And I think we got there. And that means we are finally ready for the door install. What this whole thing has been about is getting that new door in place. We have it right in there on the floor, but it's super heavy. So we can't just carry it out and throw it in like the other one we did out back. We're gonna set up our scaffold out here, make a work platform so we can get the door out safely and get it in easily. We're gonna keep the door a surprise, and you guys will see it when we're installing it, but we don't wanna show it just laying in there on the floor. But it does have a flange around the outside, which we're gonna put butyl tape on to get it all ready to seal against the house. And that's it, right? This is safe and easy to disassemble. Almost doesn't fit out the door. Okay. We'll get it all leveled out. Higher?
Up the doorway height.
Okay, this is the heaviest door I've ever installed for some reason.
Ready, set. Ready, set.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna slide it forward. Okay, camera's in my way. All right, now I have to lift it up.
Okay.
So I feel like I need to lay it down on its face so I can lift it. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. Hi. Okay. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Is our tacky tape intact? Yes. Do you want to be inside to see how it's lined up? Make sure it's going in right?
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, I'm gonna try to lift it, okay?
Yeah.
Hold it in.
Okay. Because there's metal over here. There you go.
All right, before the tacky tape touches.
Move it to the right on the bottom. Get a screw in, and if you want, you can come over and look at it.
I can't believe we did that. Well, guys, the build up to that door was a struggle. There was a lot of work, and I think reaching that climax was pretty awesome. I'm glad we were able to get it out there without breaking anything. That door is so heavy, unimaginably heavy for a mobile home. But here it is, our new front door. And check out this really cool glass design. This is the Texas Star because we're in the great state of Florida. And we just thought it was cool, add a little flair to the home. Light, but privacy. I think that's good. Good balance.
Yeah. It's awesome.
This is actually a really good quality mobile home door. I think this brand name is Cordell. There's different mobile home door brands, and this looked like a better quality door than some of the other ones. Much better than the one we removed. So I'm glad we went for the upgrade. I'm not even sure what it's made out of. It feels like, it has like a realistic wood grain, but it feels like plastic. I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's fiberglass.
It could be. So the door is not 100%. I would love to show you guys it all working, but we're gonna leave it secured because we're not ready to put the hardware in it. And I wanna just make sure everything is right. We're gonna screw in the side jambs. Right now it's only screwed on the face through that flange. And I think I would feel better if the jamb was also secured into the stud so that it carries the weight of the hinges. You guys know. The problem is we're out of time. We're not working anymore today. This was a long project, 2-day project. Getting to this point, patching the floor, repairing the walls, changing the metal, a lot of work went into this. A lot of work that we didn't even get to film, like working on the roof. Such a slow project.
Yep.
I am just so thrilled to get this door in, and it went pretty smooth, and the gaps look good. I'm happy. Now, part of what makes this door special and why we decided to get a mobile home door again is because of its height. It is 76 inches tall instead of an 82-inch tall door. So quite a bit shorter than an average home door. And as you can see, you might be able to see, we don't have a whole lot of room above our door. And if we had installed like traditional 82-inch door, we'd be right up on the ceiling. And I just think that would look silly. So we're sticking with the original style. So shorter. And then also this door is a combination door. So this one is a exterior door and a storm door combo. It's all one unit built together so that we have the storm door protection. And that's actually really cool because the storm door has a screen on it also, so we could open the front door, have that open, have some fresh air coming in if we wanted to. And that's probably why it was so heavy, because you're installing 2 doors at the same time basically. And the way that the storm door is hooked onto this door is built into that flange that we screwed to the siding. So it's all like one unique unit. That's why we stuck with that style of door. Honestly, that was probably one of the prettiest ones that we saw at the mobile home store. Another thing that you guys might notice is that we changed the swing of our door. The old door used to swing this way, and this one swings this way. For us, we don't like the idea of the main door swinging open so that you walk into the living room, because it kind of violates the privacy of your cozy space. You open the door and there's everybody sitting on the couch. So we kind of want to come in away from the living room, even if we are going to have a wall there. The wall won't be super close, so you'll have an entry space, but it gives you that privacy and that feeling of like your living room isn't just open to the outdoors. It's an intentional flow that I think is going to work good. And also by changing the swing, it makes it so that the storm door opens better for coming in, because before you'd have to kind of walk around the storm door. And now when you come up, you open it and it's facing you. I just feel like the old door was completely backwards. That's it. We got our job done. The house is a mess. We got to clean it up. We have scraps of metal laying around everywhere. We're probably going to clean out the bus and come back and just do a big clean out. Get all the debris off the yard, get all the stuff, the metal that we don't need out of here, and just get it cleaned again. So we'll work on that this week, and then we'll get into the next project, which we have a little more repair to do. So I hope you guys aren't getting bored of the demo and repairing and the tearing out, because we still have a few more of those to do. We're just taking you on the real journey of what it's going to take to renovate this home.
Yep.
And that's what it's going to take. Sometimes the jobs are repetitious, but each one does come with its own unique challenges, I think. And that next job definitely is going to be challenging. So I guess that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.